So I titled this section of the video Defeating Resistance because it offers a bit of a paradox and a bit of a lie by omission on my part. And this is what I mean. Resistance isn't something that you can defeat necessarily permanently, but resistance is something that you can fight and win on a day-to-day basis. These days then accumulate and you win year to year and decade to decade, and you win for the rest of your life, okay? But it's still a fight, and it's a constant fight, and you will lose some battles, and you will win some battles, and you will lose some wars, and you will win some wars, and there will be ups and there will be downs. But I want you to know that when I say how to defeat resistance, I mean defeating it on a day-to-day basis. This point actually reminds me of a very famous story about Muhammad Ali, a very famous boxer, who was one day asked by a reporter how many sit-up crunches he does in order to stay fit, in order to stay in shape. And he responded with a few very simple but very impactful words. His reply: I don't know, because I don't start counting until it hurts. And that's how you should approach resistance. Use resistance as a compass. When it starts to hurt, that's when you should attack it the most. That's when you should know that that is resistance. Don't look at resistance when you're doing nothing. Look at resistance when you start doing something. When you start attempting to study, when you start attempting the business, when you start attempting to go to the gym and get those abs, that's when resistance will start to show up, and that's when you use it as a compass, and that's when you say no to resistance on a day-to-day basis. Think of how a compass needle is always magnetized to point north. Resistance too will always point in the direction of your calling. All that to say, whatever you feel resistance towards, you should pursue. In fact, the mere appearance of resistance should trigger you to pursue it and to actually take action. Another one of the ideas that I love from this book that really impacted my life was the idea of turning pro. To turn pro is to pursue your calling in the face of overwhelming fear, in the face of opposition, in the face of resistance. Turning pro also means structuring your life in a position where you face your fears every day and you face resistance every day. And I'm gonna add my own addition to the definition. I think turning pro is also committing to making the right goals and decisions along the path. Turning pro is when you develop goals that create right action in order to develop your chosen craft. There are certain things that pros do that amateurs don't do, and there's certain things that amateurs do that will stop them from ever becoming a pro. One of the things that amateurs do that stop them from becoming a pro, whether it's in their relationships, whether it's in their finance, whether it's in their studies, whatever it is that they forget that they need to learn how to love misery. They need to learn how to love discomfort, how to love feeling terrible. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, like AJ, you're telling me to love misery, but this is what I mean. Learning to love misery means waking up in the early hours in the morning when the sun hasn't even come up yet in order to go to the gym. Learning to love misery means going to the library even when you don't like to, avoiding friends, switching off your phone and staying there for hours and hours until you understand that mathematical or scientific concept at school. Learning to love misery and discomfort is reflecting on your shortcomings and your own failures in order to move past them and to do better. It's doing what is painful now and loving it, loving the fact that it hurts, loving the fact that it burns, loving the fact that it sucks to wake up, it sucks to try and beat your best on the treadmill every single day, loving that fact that even though it sucks, it all contributes to creating a person or a version of yourself that is so far beyond who you are right now. It's putting yourself to the fire, delaying self-gratification. It's implying or putting in self-control, putting in that I won't be easy on myself mentality, that you need to be a winner in this world. There's a very simple quote that Stephen actually highlights in the book that really sticks with me, and I think I'll never forget this. If it's easy, don't do it. And that's a simple mantra I think all of us can start to live life by. Well, thank you very much for watching this video, my friend. If you got any value from this, please go down and click subscribe. Click the bell icon if you want a notification whenever I release a video. And if you've ever wanted to know what type of personality you have, just click the link in the description below to my website where you can take a free personality quiz, and it will tell you what type of personality you have, as well as like a whole description of your personality, and so on and so forth. Also, if you want a free ebook that highlights a lot of the main principles I speak about in my books, just click the link in the description below and you'll have easy access to that for free. One more important thing, I'm releasing my second book, my official second book, very soon. If you want to be one of the first people notified as soon as it's released, go to my website. I'm putting a link in the description below where you can put in your email, and once I release my book, you'll get an immediate message or an immediate email. In fact, I think I may do it so that you get access before everyone else does, because I love my YouTube audience that much more. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I love you. Peace.